Hello, this is Zoe. This video is to introduce the installation of 30 kW system with 60 kWh lithium battery. Firstly, we will introduce the tools for the installation we need. 3 pieces of the 11 kW inverters, 4 units 15 kWh lithium batteries, and 1 pieces DC combiner, multimeters, a screwdriver, and also the other screws. Before we start, make sure all these breakers are in the off status, or you will be risk. Let's check the terminal connectors of the inverter and the lithium battery first. Solar panels input, Wi-Fi terminal, AC input, output to loads, battery terminal, batteries, communication terminals, breaker, positive and negative. Now we are making the wiring between the inverter and the DC combiner. Make sure the breakers are off position. This cable we already fix it with the connectors. You don't have to make it yourself. Inverters positive and negative connect to the breaker. Please pay attention to not make mistake between the positive and negative. We need also the communication wire between the inverter and the battery so that the inverter can know about the status of the lithium battery. RS485, RS485A. Now is the wiring between the lithium battery and the DC combiner. Be attention, here is positive, here is negative. This part is about the communication between the inverters. Do as per our manual. Inverter 1 port 1 to inverter 2 port 2. Inverter 1 port 2 to inverter 3 port 1. Inverter 2 port 1 to inverter 3 port 2. Lithium battery communication cable will be easier, or R485C to RS485B. Many clients ask me where we put the inverter. Here is the meter of our factory. Here is the main breaker of our factory. CD power connects to the AC input. This cable we square to use it equal or higher than 10 square millimeters. Ensure the cable has sufficient current carrying capacity for safe and reliable operation. This is the load list for reference about the 30 kW system. Please make sure that the total load does not exceed the inverter capacity. If the load is too high, the inverter may go into overload protection and shut down automatically. We suggest this cable is about 10 square millimeters. Now we have finished all the wiring parts. Now we will use the multimeter to check if everything is correct. Turn to the DC voltage gear. Turn on the lithium battery. Wait for the indication lights turn to green. We turn on the switch. If all the batteries DC voltage is around 51.2, that means the battery connection is correct. If the voltage is correct, then we can turn on the breakers. Then we can turn on the inverter. Wait for a few seconds until the lights turn to green. Voltage turn to the alternative voltage. This is AC output. If they are showing 220 volts, that is correct. So the content of this video is about the installation of 30 kW system with 60 kWh lithium battery. If you have any questions, welcome to contact with us.